right, so basically what we did, we relocated. All right, we in a different part. Basically the same little strip, man. We just went a little further down. All right, but we're gonna open up where we left off with. Go ahead, brother.
To Psalm 50, verse 21, these things hast thou done, and I kept silence. Thou thoughtest that I was altogether such an one as thyself, but I will reprove thee and set them in order before thine eyes.
Right, that's what the Lord doing right now, man. The Lord is setting us in order for the eyes of our enemies. All right, can the brother get Wisdom of Solomon 5? Okay, but because what's going on is, man, you had a fucking devil. Okay, basically he got us moved out the spot. But he was throwing shit at us, spitting at us. All right, but within all those things, man, we had to keep our composure because we had to be spiritual men. But the reaction that he wanted us to react like niggas. He thought that we were just some unlearned niggas. Nah, man, we coming to this truth. You gotta change from that. You gotta become a new man in Yahweh Shem Shai. And that's what the Lord is making. That's what the Lord is forging within us. He's making us into a new man. All right, a spiritual man. Because the old man would have did what? The old man would say, "Oh, nigga, no, you can't throw that at us." You know, But when you come into this truth, you got to be circumspect of certain things, man. All right, you got to be circumspect. You got to watch the way you carry yourself. You got to watch the way you act. All right, then he called the cops on us. Even the cop, man, he was like, "Hey, man, I don't got a problem with you. Hey, y'all go do your thing." And that's another thing, man. Agreeing with thine adversary quickly. A lot of times you jakes, you get caught up out here is because you don't be following the commandments of the scriptures, man. If you abide by the scriptures, you're going to be at peace with all men. All right? You got that Wisdom of Solomon?
This is Wisdom of Solomon 5. It says, "Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him."
Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him, man. And we're standing in great boldness right now before the faces of our enemies, before the face of our heathens, even 2/3 of our own people. They're counted as our enemies, man. If you're not serving Yahweh Shem Shai, you're an enemy. All right? You're not one of us. Go ahead.
It says, "And made no account of his labors."
And made no account of his labors. Look around you, brother. Pan the camera around you. All right? These are all our labors. All right? A lot of this shit, a lot of these roads you see, hey, we built this shit, man. But they made no account of it. Go ahead.
It says, "When they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear,
Yep.
and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation."
And shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation, man. Whose salvation? Our salvation. The so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American salvation, beginning with the elect. Go ahead.
It says, "So far beyond all that they looked for,
So far beyond all that they look for. Okay, go ahead.
and they repenting and groaning for anguish of spirit shall say within themselves, This was he whom we had sometimes in derision and a proverb of reproach."
This is he when we had sometime in derision and a proverb of reproach. Right? And so there was a certain time where we couldn't come out here and do what we're doing right now. There was a certain time where if we was out here standing in great boldness before the face of our enemies, we will be hanging from these fucking trees right here, man. Go ahead.
"We fools accounted his life madness."
We fools accounted his life madness, so they look at us like we mad. They look at us like we crazy. We not crazy, man. All right, the Lord's just putting us back in our stead, putting us back in our lot. All right, the lot of a prophet, the lot prophesying to our people to repent, and also prophesying to the heathen their judgment. Go ahead.
"And his end to be without honor."
And it's end to be without honor because we're not a part of this world, brothers. Can't fit in, man. All right. It's end to be without honor because they look at this. They don't look at this as an honorable thing. This isn't something honorable in the sight of men, but in the sight of the Yahweh Shem Shai, this is honorable. This is a great work we're doing, man. This is the greatest work you could be doing. I don't give a fuck if you got a job that pays $1 million per hour, man. That job can't compare to this job, man. All right, go ahead.
"How is he numbered among the children of the Most High?"
Woo, how is he numbered amongst the children of the Most High? So there's a certain number that the Most High is going to require from among men, in which we come out here and prophesy that, Lord willing, we be found among that number, man. Go ahead.
And his lot is among the saints.
And his lot is among the saints. His lot is among the elect of the nation of Israel, man. All right, the 144,000, along with the 1/3 of men, women, and children that are going to be saved from destruction. Who got that sign of destruction? All right, it's a certain number that's going to be saved from destruction, man. And that's what we praying, and we're hoping that we're being partakers of. Go ahead.
Therefore have we erred from the way of truth, and the light of righteousness hath not sinned unto us.
Right. The light of righteousness have not shined to us, man. So it's only a group of people that's going to receive this light. That's going to receive this truth, man. Go ahead.
And the Son of Righteousness rose not upon us.
And the Son of Righteousness rose not upon us, man. All right. So we want to be righteousness. We want to shine with the Lord. Okay. But to do that, we got to do this work, man. We got to do this work. This work is required. Scriptures say, labor that you may enter into that rest. Can a brother grab that? Labor that you may enter into that rest. What you got? You have something? You know? What you got?
This is Hebrews 4:11. Let us labor therefore to enter into that rest.
Start at verse 10.
This is Hebrews 4:10. It says, For he that is entered into his rest.
Matter of fact, start at verse like 8 or 9. Wherever the point starts at. Wherever it starts at.
It says, Hebrews 4:8, it says, For if Yahushua had given them rest, then would he not afterward have spoken of another day? There remaineth therefore a rest to the people of the Most High.
Woo! Repeat that again, brother. Speak up.
It says, There remaineth therefore a rest to the people of the Most High.
There remaineth therefore a rest to the people of the Most High, man. So can you get Micah 2:10 real quick? Okay, because right now, in the current condition that we're in, this isn't our rest. As clear, that should be as clear as day. That this isn't our rest, man. Go ahead.
This is Micah 2:10. It says,
No,
Arise.
I want him to grab it. You hold on to what you have. Go back to what you have, brother. You grab that.
Micah 2 verse 10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest.
Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, man. This ain't our fucking rest. This is Babylon. We came over here in slave ships, man. We still over here to this day. This isn't our rest. But you look around you, hey, they're in their rest. They good. Hey, a lot of brothers got to go back. A lot of brothers got to come out here and got to still go to work later on today. These crackers don't got to go to work today, man. They living. You see a lot of these Edomites like, hey, are you from it? Like, no, I'm on vacation. Vacation? What the fuck is vacation, man? I never had a vacation in my life, right? Because we're not in our rest. This right here, we're in the land of our captivity still. Go ahead.
Because it is polluted, it shall destroy you, even with the sword of destruction.
Because it is polluted, it shall destroy you, even with the sword of destruction. All right, this land is polluted, man. Polluted with wickedness. All right. If you want to marry a man, if you're a man that desires to sleep with a man, it's lawful to do it. If you're a woman that wants to sleep with a woman, it's lawful to do it. All right. You can eat all the abomination that you desire. You can commit all the sin that you desire without recompense. All right, so this land is polluted. Go ahead. That was it on that? Get back to what you had, brother. Start at verse 8.
This is Hebrews 4:8. It says, For if Yahushua had given them rest, then would he not afterward have spoken another day?
Go ahead.
There remaineth therefore a rest to the people of the Most High.
There remaineth therefore a rest. All right, so there is a rest to the people of the Most High, man. All right, and our rest is going to be what? The kingdom of heaven. The kingdom of heaven, man. That is our rest, brothers. That is what you should be striving to obtain. We're not out here to just be out here, man. We're not out here in the scorching hot sun to be out here, man. We out here to fight for the kingdom, man. All right? You're supposed to be fighting with everything in your life. You're supposed to be, everything you got, you're supposed to be fighting, man. Every day you wake up, you're supposed to be fighting for your Yahweh Shemal Shai. There shouldn't be a day that goes by where you're not fighting for your Yahweh Shemal Shai, where you're not trying to send up a video, send up a prayer, man. Send up curses upon his place. I hate my life. I know y'all brothers hate your life. I know y'all brothers hate your life, man. No brothers out there can attest to that, and they hate their life. All right? But you got to show that, man. You got to show that by doing this work. Laboring. Okay? Laboring, man. You ain't trying to labor. You ain't trying to. Go ahead. You're supposed to be trying to labor for that kingdom, man. Go ahead.
This is Hebrews 4:10. It says, "For he that is entered into his rest, he also has seed from his own works."
He also did cease from his own works. Yahushua ain't working no more, man. Yahushua chilling. Now he still gives commandments to the angels to do certain things, but for the most part, man, Yahushua ain't slaving. Yahushua ain't down here working. He finished the work. He finished the work, man. Go ahead.
As the Most High did from his.
Go ahead.
It says, let us labor therefore to enter into that rest.
Let us labor therefore. That's talking about going to work at Walmart for 8 hours a day? No, it's talking about laboring right here, man. Can I precept? Oh, go ahead.
This is 1 Timothy 6 verse 12. Fight the good
I
fight
was
of
thinking that's the
faith.
spirit. That's the spirit. Go ahead.
Lay hold on eternal life.
Fight the good fight. Lay hold on eternal life. So this truth that we're involved in is a fight. All right, we are fighting for our rest. We are fighting for salvation, man. When you in a fight, and you constantly taking blows and you giving blows, you dodging. So in this truth, man, it's the same thing. We fighting against our enemies, the spiritual demons. But the main enemy is ourselves, man. We fighting against ourselves. We fighting against this flesh. All right, go ahead.
Whereunto thou art also called and have professed a good profession before many witnesses.
And has professed a good profession before many witnesses, man. We're professing a great profession, man. We're professing that the Lord is a so-called black man. We're professing that we're the true children of the Most High. All right? We're professing the good profession, man. We're making full proof of our ministry. Go ahead. That was on that. What you got, Ricardo? Back. What you got?
This is, I'll finish off Hebrews. It says, lest any man fall after the same example of unbelief.
Woo. Go ahead.
It says, for the word of the Most High is quick and powerful.
That was the point. All right, lest any man fall after the same example of unbelief, man. Okay? Hey, that's the spirit. He got a cherry on his shirt, man. He got chariots on the shirt, man. And that's what we fighting for, brothers. We fighting to be saved, man. That wasn't no coincidence. That man walked by with chariots on his shirt, man. Fight to be saved, man. Fight with everything within your body. That's all we got. That's all we got, man. We ain't shit else here, man. That shit, I don't know about y'all, but that shit got me amped up in the spirit. That guy had chariots on his shirt, man. That is no coincidence. We fighting for salvation. We are fighting for salvation. Your life depends on it, man. All right? Your life depends on it. You got something? You got something? What you got?
This is Ephesians 3:1. It says, for this cause, I, Paul, the prisoner of Yahushua HaMashiach, for you Gentiles. If ye have heard of the dispensation of the grace of the Most High, which is given me to you ward, how that by revelation he made unto me the mystery I wrote afore in few words.
Go ahead.
Whereby when ye read, ye may understand in my knowledge in the mystery of Yahushua.
Right, we have been revealed the mysteries, man. Can you get that precept? Why speakest thou unto them in parables? Go ahead, if you don't mind. Hey, the Lord, the mysteries have been revealed unto us. That was enough on that. I want to go to here right quick.
This is Matthew 13 verse 10. And the disciples came and said unto him, why speakest thou unto them in parables?
Why speakest thou unto them in parables? A parable is a code, man. All right, so this Bible, this word is coded. Everybody can't understand the code, man. And it ain't like you can just look up on Google what is the code to the Bible. No, the code has to be given unto you from heaven. All right, by way of the Holy Spirit, man. Go ahead. Huh? How is the code given unto us? Well, the Lord died for the nation of Israel. When he died, after 3 days he rose up, he went back to the Father, and he sent the Spirit back into us. Okay? But for the Lord to send the Spirit back unto you, first and foremost, is all a thing of predestination. 1. 2, you have to find yourself amongst this list right here. All right? You have to find yourself amongst this list. You have to be a so-called Negro. Latino or Native American or Seminole Indian. You have to be of these tribes to receive this mystery. And even within that, you have to be of this remnant to receive that mystery. And so the Lord laid his levels to receive this knowledge. Everybody can't receive this knowledge. You have to be of a certain lineage, and then you have to be a special person of that lineage to receive this gift. Because it tells you in Revelation, I believe it's the 14th chapter, if I'm not mistaken. It says, no man can learn that song but the 144,000. Grab that, Rakan. You reread what you had.
This is Matthew 13, verse 10. And the disciples came and said unto him, why speakest thou unto them in parables?
Why speakest thou unto them in parables? So the Lord was speaking in parables. Go ahead.
He answered and said unto them, because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but to them it is not given.
It is given unto us to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but to them it is not given. Hold on, that's a stumbling block. I thought the Lord came for everybody. Why he said he didn't get the mysteries to certain people? Certain people don't got the mysteries. Why did he give it to us? If he came for everybody, she should have the mysteries, you should have the mysteries, they should have the mysteries, which will ultimately mean what? They'll be doing the same thing we're doing right now. But they're not, because the Lord didn't give the mysteries to everybody. You got that?
This is Revelation 14 and 3. It says, and they
Start at verse
sung.
1. Bible Kashan. Alright, because this is very important to know. This truth is only for a certain amount of people, man. It's only for a remnant. This ain't for everybody. Go ahead.
This is Revelation 14 and 1. It says, and I looked, and lo, a lamb stood on the Mount Zion.
A lamb stood upon the Mount Zion, which Zion is a mountain in Israel. Okay, go ahead.
And with him 144,000.
And with him 144,000. Go ahead.
Having his father's name written in their foreheads.
Okay, go ahead.
And I heard a voice from heaven as the voice of many waters, and as the voice of a great thunder. And I heard the voice of harpers harping with their harps. And they sung it as a new song.
They sung it as a new song. Which that song is this doctrine, this gospel that we're preaching right now. Go ahead.
Before the throne and before the four beasts.
Before the throne and before the four beasts. Go ahead.
And the elders, and no man could learn that song but the 144,000.
And no man could learn that song but the 144,000. Okay, so this gospel, this news, this word that we're preaching, only a certain amount of men can learn this. Only a certain amount of men will be preaching this. Which proves what? That Christianity is in the truth. The Christian church is in the truth. Because the Lord said it's going to be a specific number of men. It ain't going to be everybody preaching this. We just read that only a certain amount of men can understand the parables and the mysteries of the kingdom and the mysteries of the book. That excludes Christianity. That excludes Christianity because everybody believes in Jesus. Everybody knows Jesus.
Not everybody.
Everybody. Hey, what's the biggest religion in the world?
Doesn't have to be my religion.
What's the biggest religion in the world?
I have no idea.
It's common sense, but you know, it's Christianity.
Judaism?
Christianity. You say Catholic, it all that Christianity stands for that.
I think it's like.
All right, Christianity stands for Catholicism. All right, go ahead, brother.
It says, and they sung it as it were a new song before the throne and before the four beasts and the elders, and no man could learn that song but the 144,000 which were redeemed from the earth.
Woo, which were redeemed from the earth. All right, which were redeemed from destruction, man. Okay, because America, as we know it, is going to be destroyed with ICBM thermonuclear missiles. Yeah, it's funny. Grab it, brother. Grab Isaiah 9 and 5. Grab Isaiah 9 and 5. Hey, grab as the days of Noah were. Matter of fact, grab
So the one thing
hey,
that I was
grab scorners delight in their scorning. Grab that.
this life is suffering and we will be reincarnated to suffer again.
No.
I believe
Hey,
in
hey, that's spiritual. You said that.
And I'm sure that
Because-
I'm somewhere on that list because I'm not 100% anything. If you do answer
What's your father?
my father,
Yeah.
I have no idea. He was a mix of he was
Okay.
a mutt.
Do you think?
I'm sure I've got at least some percentage in me.
Can you scroll up to the left, right a little bit? Yeah. We got a show going on.
Yeah, I see.
Now. What I was
You're
saying
talking
was.
to people that aren't right in front of you, and I'm right in front of
Okay.
you.
We got an audience too.
I understand.
Now. You see, I said America's going to be destroyed. You got to laughing.
Yeah.
You got to laughing like.
There's a lot more than the earth. There's a whole universe out there, and we're just a little speck of sand.
Okay, but we're dealing right now with the earth. America's going to be
Doesn't
destroyed.
matter. We'll come back.
Hey, she said she'll come back. She said this
Wrong
life.
with that.
She said this life is full of suffering. You will come back to suffer
I'm
again.
not a white person.
You're an
I'm a
Edomite.
Dutch.
She's an Edomite. She's an Edomite.
Wow.
She's an Edomite. Now, hey brothers, dealing with what she said
Yeah, I
that
want to hear your
she
report.
said
Because I don't want to be away
she
while
said
you're
this-
talking behind my
Listen,
back.
you're an Edomite. I said it plain as day. You're an Edomite.
What is
Now
an
she
Edomite?
said
What
an
is
Edomite.
an Edomite?
An Edomite. This might grab the
Because I
scripture.
was told by my youngest teacher that I was a secret.
That's a secret. That was a secret.
I'm a secret.
What is that?
What do you think?
What
a
is?
secret
I'm asking you. What is you?
Oh, I know what it is. I'm very familiar with what I know.
Then inform me what a secret
The
is.
thing is, though, is you learn a lot more when you listen and not talk.
When we out here preaching, you came up to us.
I did.
So that means you got 2 ears and
But
one
as
mouth.
soon
You
as
should be
I
less
was
talking and
about
more.
to
You should be less
leave,
talking
you started talking
and more
to them,
listening.
and I want to hear what you have to say.
I said
about
you're
it.
an Edomite.
What is an Edomite?
Edomite goes back to the lineage of Esau, according to the Bible, which is the twin brother of Jacob. Who is Jacob today? Jacob will pertain to the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Esau will be you so-called Caucasians. You will be Esau. Now you said something very spiritual. You said this life is full of suffering, and you'll be back to suffer again.
We will.
Which you're right. Your people will. Not ours. This is the last time we're gonna suffer. Get limitation 4, brother.
Any living thing.
No.
Yes.
No, we suffered enough.
Plants.
We
Animals.
suffered. The Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, we suffered enough.
So
By,
we-
under the foot of
There
your
were
people.
white slaves in
Under-
Europe,
under-
and there were
under
white
your
slaves
people.
over here.
Oh yeah, you're right. You were a slave
We
at one point in
suffered.
time. But guess what? That's righteousness.
So
You're
did
the
the
wicked.
Chinese.
You're the wicked.
Who do you think built the
Hey,
railroads?
but who suffered most?
Chinese were
Who
slaves.
suffered the most of all people?
Chinese.
Who suffered the most of all people?
Chinese are still
Who
suffering.
suffered the most of all people?
Chinese are still
Bring it out, brother.
suffering.
Bring it out, brother. 4:21.
This Lamentations
That's
4,
the devil, man.
verse
That's the
21.
devil. We suffer more than any people on the planet
Oh.
Earth. Read that, King. Read it.
Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of
O
Edom,
daughter of Edom,
that dwellest in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass through unto thee.
the cup also shall pass through unto thee. Go ahead.
Thou shalt be drunken and shalt make thyself naked.
Thou shalt be drunken and make thyself naked, man. That cracker said something spiritual. She said, we're suffering now. We're going to be back to suffer again. You damn fucking right. Not us. That's the spirit of Esau come in, man. Oh, that we're all going to suffer. Nah, nigga. You going to suffer. We suffered enough, man. And scripture say, the punishment of my people was worse than Sodom and Gomorrah. All right, we suffer more than any other nation. We done been through captivity, man, constantly. But this crack got the audacity to say that Chinese suffer more, man. Hey, fuck that Edomite, man. And fuck you devils, man. You all going to slavery, man. All you motherfucking crackers out here, y'all going to slavery, and y'all going to be destroyed in nuclear missiles, man. Thus said the Yahweh Shem Shai. America's going to be destroyed with thermonuclear missiles in World War III. Get the second war's passed. Finish that up right quick. You'll get the second war's passed, and the third war coming quickly.
Verse 22. The punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion.
The punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. So our iniquity is almost up. Our punishment is almost over. Go ahead.
He will no more carry thee away into captivity.
He will no more carry thee away into captivity. All right? The Lord promised that this will no longer happen to us again, man. This is not going to happen to us no more. This is the last time. All right? This is the last time the nation of Israel is going to be trodden under the foot of the heathen, man. Go ahead.
O daughter of Edom, he will discover thy sins.
All right, O daughter of Edom, he will discover thy sins, man. You Edomite, you crackers, man. Yahweh Shem Shai, or the person you ignorantly calls God is Jesus Christ, he's about to reveal you, man. Go ahead. He gonna deal with you. Now, was it on that? What you got, brother?
This is Revelation 11:14. It says, the second woe is past, and behold, the third woe come quickly.
The second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. So the first destruction is past, the second destruction is past, Lakia, and the third destruction cometh quickly, man. The third world war. We had Albert Einstein that said, I don't know how World War III was. I don't know how World War III will start, but I know that World War IV will be with sticks and stones. Why you think he said that, man? Because fucking nuclear destruction. All right, nuclear destruction is here, man. All right, and you think them crackers got all those nuclear missiles for no reason? Nah, the Lord gonna have them shoot them motherfuckers from one end of the earth to another end of the earth. It tells you that in the address. Can a brother get out an address and say they shall shoot arrows from one end of the earth to the other? Can you get that? And you get Isaiah 95. You get that arrow shot one end of the earth to another in Ezra. In the book of Ezra, in the Apocrypha.
Ezra?
Ezra. That's right.
I like that.
This is Isaiah chapter 9, verse 5. For every battle of the warrior is with confused noise.
For every battle of the warriors with confused noise. So you had in the ancient time, you had shing, ding, 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 ding. You know, getting all close to contact. All right, but go ahead.
And garments rolled in blood.
And garments rolled in blood. Go ahead.
But this shall be with burning and fuel of fire.
But this shall be with burning and fuel of fire. All right, burning and fuel of fire, man. That's how Yahweh Shemel Shai said this war is going to be fought in his last time. Go ahead.
Verse 6.
Oh, that was the point. That was the point. What you got, King?
It's the second Ezra 16 and 13. It
Start
says,
at verse 12. Bible Bashan. If that's the point, if that's where the point starts. If not, you can start at 13. I'm gonna look in my pocket for just in case. Give me a second. Yeah, start at verse 13, King.
It's the second Ezra 16 and 13. It says, for strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow, his arrows that he shooteth are sharp and shall not miss.
Woo! The arrows that he shooteth are sharp and shall not miss. All right, so when those nukes are shut off, they're not gonna miss, man. All right, go ahead.
When they begin to be shot into the ends of the world,
When they begin to be shot in the ends of the world, now tell me this. How can a bow and arrow be shot in the ends of the world? How can you can get the strongest, the baddest sucker in the world, man, and he can't shoot a bow and arrow from here to Russia? What is that? What is Ezra seeing? All right, and that go to show you the faithlessness, the unfaithfulness of you people out here. Because hold on, man, you don't believe that the Lord can destroy America with missiles? You don't believe that the prophets of old seen nuclear destruction? All right. Hold on, but I thought you had faith. I thought you believed in the Most High. Why can't he show a prophet of old future event of America being destroyed? Okay, go ahead. You don't want America to be destroyed. That's the point, man. You want this motherfucker to continue to abide forever, which you're going to be surely mistaken, man. Go ahead.
behold, the plagues are sent and shall not return again until they come upon the earth.
So they come upon the earth. All right. So it's going to be it's going to be a build up to those nuclear missiles. Go ahead.
The fire is kindled and shall not be put out.
The fire is kindled and shall not be put out. Go ahead.
Till it consume the foundation of the earth.
Till it consume the foundation of the earth, man. And this is the reality of what's about to go down. All right. Whether you believe it, whether you don't believe it, I can give a hit. I can care less. All right. Because we ain't out here. We're not out here to make you believe in something, man. We out here to preach the word, and those who's going to believe are going to believe. If you're not going to believe, we ain't meant to believe. Go ahead, brother.
It says, like as an arrow which is shot of a mighty archer,
Like as an arrow which is shot from a mighty archer, go ahead.
returneth not
Returneth not.
backward, even so the plagues that shall be sent upon the earth shall not return again.
The plague shall not return again. Go ahead.
Woe is me, who will deliver me in those days?
Woo. Ezra said, woe is me. Who will deliver me in those days, man? All right, going to show you how bad of a time that Ezra was seeing. He's seen the Lord showed the prophets the end of the world. Go ahead.
The beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death,
Beginning of sorrows and great mourning, beginning of famines and great death. Go ahead.
the beginning of wars, and the powers shall stand in fear.
And the power shall stand in fear. Go ahead.
The beginning of evils, what shall I do when these evils shall come?
What shall I do when these evils shall come, man? Because, hey, the way that you know the world is about to change forever, man. The way of the world is about to change forever. Go ahead.
Behold, the famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment.
That's right. Go ahead.
But for all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness.
Right. Wickedness is going to continue to increase. Go ahead.
Be always mindful of scourges. Behold, victual shall be so good.
That was the point, brother. What you got?
This is 2 Peter 3 verse 12. Looking for and hastening unto the coming of the day of the Most High, wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat.
Woo! The elements shall melt with fervent heat, man. Hey, pay the camera, brother. Everything you see around you is made of elements. It tells you that in school, man. They show you the element, they show you the chart. Have you ever seen it in school? The table of elements? Everything is made of elements. Alright? Everything is made of elements, man. So everything around us, okay, is made of elements. Go ahead.
Verse 13, nevertheless we, according to his promise, look for a new heavens and a new earth, wherein dwelleth righteousness.
Right. Nevertheless, we, according to his promise, look for new heavens and new earth, wherein dwelleth righteousness, man. That's why we out here, man. We looking for a new heaven and new earth. A new rulership. A righteous rulership, man. A righteous branch being sprung within the earth. This shit is hell, man. This shit is fucking hell. As we know it. This is our hell, and this is their heaven, man. And these crackers straight. Look at it. Hey, pan the camera, brother. Pan the camera. They don't gotta carry the world, man. They out here living. Us, on the other hand, we not living. We surviving, man. What gives us joy is to know that, hey, our heaven is coming, man. And that's when these fucking devils, they're gonna be feeling like how we feel, double. All right, go ahead, brother.
Verse 14, wherefore, beloved, seeing that ye look for such things, be diligent that ye may be found of him in peace, without spot and blameless.
Woo! Give diligence that you may be found with him in peace. Okay? When the Lord come back, when the Lord look upon you and say, okay, that's my servant right there. He did the things that I asked of him. All right? Go ahead.
And consider that the long suffering of the Lord is salvation.
Woo! Consider that the long suffering of the Lord is salvation, man. All right, salvation. So right now we suffering, brothers. We suffering. But the end of this all is salvation, man. All right, salvation. Go ahead.
In which, even as our beloved brother Paul, also according to the wisdom given unto him, hath written unto you. And that'll be
That's pretty much it. What you got, Rakah?
This is Matthew 24 and 37. But as the days of Noah were, so shall also be the coming of the Son of Man be.
For as the days of Noah were, all right, so also shall the coming of the Son of Man be. Go ahead.
For as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving into marriage.
Marrying and giving into marriage. Go ahead.
Until the day that Noah entered into the ark.
Until the day that Noah entered into the ark, man. All right, so this is the time that we're entering into. This is the time that we're coming into, man. Go ahead.
And knew not until the flood came and took them all away.
And knew not until the flood came and took them all away. All right? So they were scoffing and mocking at Noah, man. They was talking shit. Like that bitch that came by earlier, man. They was talking shit, man. I told her America was going to be destroyed. She started laughing at me. You know? Well, really, I don't give a fuck if you believe or not. You a fucking Edomite, man. You a fucking crap. You an Edomite. You don't believe? You don't gotta believe. But the bitch did say something spiritual. She said, we're all suffering, and we're gonna live another life, and we're gonna suffer again. No, that's you. And you just a two-time loser, man. You a two-time loser. It's your heaven. You're supposed to be living it up. But you got the shit under the stick on this side, and you're gonna reincarnate after you get destroyed by missiles. You're gonna get destroyed by nuclear missiles, and then you're gonna get fucked up in the kingdom of heaven too. Alright? So to a certain degree, she was right. Go ahead, brother.
And knew not until the flood came and took them all away.
Right, now that was the first death. Now this is the second death, man. Go ahead.
So shall also be the coming of the Son of Man be.
So shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. And when Yahweh shall come back, man, he gonna catch you niggas slipping. Alright, and he gonna destroy you with that fire, man. Primarily dealing with our people, man. Alright, and you gonna die the death of a heathen. Okay? Go ahead.
Watch therefore, for you know not what hour your Lord doth come.
Woo! Watch therefore, for you know not what hour the Lord doth come, man. So you gotta be watching. The Lord wants us to watch. The Lord wants us to watch and pray. Go ahead.
But know this, that if the good man of the house had known in what watch the thief would come, he would have watched, and would not have suffered his house to be broken up.
he would have watched and would not have suffered his house to be broken up. So if I told you, I say, hey man, I'm gonna come to your house at 9:30 and I'm gonna break in, you will be up watching. If I say I'm gonna come at 9:30, you'll be watching at 9. Right? Go ahead.
Therefore be ye also ready, for in such an hour as ye think not the Son of Man cometh. Who is then is a faithful and wise servant, whom the Lord had made ruler over his household, to give them meat in due season.
To give them meat in due season, man. All right. So when the Lord does come, all right, that faithful servant, he's going to reward with righteousness because he watched. He was faithful. He watched. Go ahead.
Blessed is that servant whom his Lord, when he cometh, shall find so doing.
That's right. And that's what we want to be found in that day, man. We want to be found when the Lord come back. We want to be found doing his work. Go ahead.
Verily I say unto you, that he shall him rule over all his goods.
He shall make him rulers over all his goods. Okay? This is that reward that we want. Go ahead.
But if that evil servant shall say in his heart, my Lord delayeth his coming, and shall begin to smite his fellow servants, and to eat and drink with the drunken, the Lord of that servant shall come in a day when he looketh not for him, and an hour that he is not aware of.
That's right. The Lord gonna come. You expect him not, man. The Lord gonna come. Okay, when you expect, that everything's gonna go, everything gonna be fine and dandy. The Lord gonna catch you slipping, man. You good? You good? Go ahead, brother.
And shall cut him asunder, and appoint him his portion with the hypocrites. There shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth.
Right. You don't want to be found doing that, man. You don't want to be found in that state. You want to be found in righteousness when the Lord come back, man. Go ahead.
That wasn't on that.
I was on that. You have something? So we're supposed to be watching, man. The Lord said, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel in the book of Ezekiel. All right? Habakkuk said, I will stand upon my watch. So we come in the same state of those men as to be watching. Especially in this time, man. Especially in these times. Watching, praying. These devils about to come down with it, man. Joe Biden just signed an executive order to where now, man, that executive order 14067, that where this devil is rolling in with a digital society. Basically, it's called CBDC, a central banking of digital currency, which the apostles and elders been warning us of those things to come. All right. So we in that time, man, of these devils about to roll out with that chip. So now is the time to really be watching and praying, man. Watching and praying. And what the Lord said, get what Yahushua said, watch as well as pray, that ye enter not into temptation. Somebody grab that. That's a serious time of answering this one, man. That's a serious time of we're answering, man. Brother, got it? Bring it out.
This is Matthew 26:41. It says, watch and pray that ye enter not into temptation. The spirit indeed is willing, but the flesh is weak.
The spirit indeed is willing, but the flesh is weak. So we really need to be watching, man. We really need to be praying. All right, because this shit is about to get real, man. You got something? Bring it out.
The second Esdras 9 verse 1, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made.
Right, the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made, man. That's the time that we're living in. The time that the Most High is about to visit the earth by way of death, the sword, famine, death, and destruction, pursuant to 2 Esdras 15. Bring that out, brother.
You want me to keep going? Verse 3, therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, Then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning.
Right. The Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. All right. Go ahead, brother.
For like, verse 5, for like as all that is made in the world hath a beginning and the end is manifest.
And the end is manifest. Go ahead.
Verse 6, even so the times also of the highest have plain beginnings in wonder and powerful works, and endings in effects and signs.
Right. Go ahead.
And everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith, whereby ye have believed.
By works and by faith, whereby ye have believed, man. Hey, brothers, hey, cherish this knowledge, man. Cherish this knowledge. Hey, somebody get Psalm, hey, recall, get Psalm 91, brother. Cherish this knowledge, man. All right? You about to see billions of people fucking die. All right? That should make you want to cry, man. How much grace the Lord has shown unto you. How much mercy Yahweh should be how shy had upon us, man. That shit bring you to tears. When you consider, hey, your family members are about to die. Your close friends are about to die. People you grew up with. That's the time we living into, man. We're living into a time, we're entering into a time like never before. And the Lord has given us the keys to obtain salvation, man. Bring it out, brother.
This is Psalms 91. It says, he that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under his shadow of the Almighty.
He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. What's the secret place of the Most High? It's truth. Go ahead.
I will say of the Lord, he is my refuge and my fortress, my God, in him I will trust.
My God, in him will I trust. Go ahead.
Surely he shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence, and shall cover thee with his feathers, and under his wings shalt thou trust.
Those are the angels, man. Go ahead.
His truth shall be thy shield and buckler.
His truth shall be thy shield and buckler. Go ahead.
Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that flieth by day.
Nor for the terror by fire by day. What's the destruction? Hold on, read that, brother.
It says, thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that flieth by day.
Nor for the arrow that flies by day. What's that talking about, man? Keep reading, brother.
Nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday.
Woo, that noonday. Hey, don't these devils have a doomsday clock? Hey, so King David, he see the destruction, man. Go ahead.
1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee.
It shall not come nigh thee, man. When we see that, when we see people getting destroyed by our left hand, and by our 1,000 falling at our right hand, we can be praising Yahweh Shema Shai. That is not coming nigh to us. Because Yahweh Shai said, ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you. The Lord called us. We ain't called the Lord, man. All right? The Lord gave us mercy. The Lord could have given this knowledge to anybody he pleased to, man. Okay? But he decided to give it to us. Go ahead, brother.
Only with thine eyes shalt thou behold and see the reward of the wicked.
That's right. Go ahead.
Because thou hast made the Lord, which is my refuge, even the Most High, thy habitation. There shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling.
Neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling, man. Go ahead.
For he shall give his angels charge over thee, to keep thee in all thy ways.
That's right.
They shall bear thee up in their hands, lest thou dash thy foot against a stone.
Lest thou dash thy foot against a stone. Go ahead. We're going to go through that whole chapter.
Thou shalt tread upon the lion and adder, and the young lion and the dragon shalt thou trample under feet, because he hath set his love upon me. Therefore I will deliver him. I will set him on high, because he hath known my name.
I will set him on high because he hath known his name. What's the name of the Lord? All right, what's the name of the Lord, brothers? Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Go ahead.
He shall call upon me, and I will answer him. I will be with him in trouble.
Woo! I will be with him in trouble. That's what we need, man. Because this is literally a time, this time we enter into is called Jacob's trouble. Where we literally gonna be in trouble, man. We gonna need help. Go ahead.
I will deliver him and honor him. With long life will I satisfy him and show him my salvation.
Right, go ahead.
That was the chapter.
I'll shout it. Go ahead, brother. What you got?
This is Psalms 34, verse 7. The angel of the Lord encampeth round about them that fear him and delivereth them.
The angel of the Lord encamped round about him that fear him and delivereth them, man. So the angels of Yahweh Shem Shai are all around us. Go ahead. That was it? Time, man. So hey, we gonna have protection in that time that we're entering into. What you got, Rakah?
This is 1 Peter 4 and 18. And if the righteous scarcely be saved, where shall the ungodly...
Start of the verse, 1 Peter 4 and 17.
It says, for the time is come that judgment must begin at the house of the Most High, and if it first begin at us, what shall the end be of them that obey not the gospel of the Most High?
What shall the end be of them that obey not the gospel? All right? Go ahead.
And if the righteous scarcely be saved, where shall the ungodly and the sinner appear?
Where shall the ungodly and the sinner appear, man? You're not going to appear. If the righteous, the ones that striving for righteousness, they scarcely be saved, what's going to happen to you? Go ahead.
Wherefore let them that suffer according to the will of the Most High commit the keeping of their souls to him in well-doing as unto a faithful Creator.
Right. So the righteous are going to scarcely be saved, man. But the ungodly and the sinner, they're not going to appear. You're going to be caught out here you're going to be caught out here in that destruction, man. All right? You got something? You want to bring it out?
This is Zechariah 13, verse 8. And it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith the Lord, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein.
But the third shall be left therein, man. All right? This is the time that we're entering into. You know? 2/3 of the nation of Israel are going to be cut off and die. Go ahead.
Verse 9. And I will bring the third part through the fire, and will refine them as silver is refined, and will try them as gold is tried. They shall call on my name, and I will hear them. I will say, it is my people, and they shall say, the Lord is my power.
Right. That's the time we coming into, man. 2/3 are about to be cut off, and the elect are about to be delivered, man. What you got, Rakah?
This 1 Peter 5 and 1, it says, the elders which are among you I exhort, who am I also an elder and a witness of the sufferings of Yahushua, and also a partaker of the glory that shall be revealed.
Woo! Peter said he is going to be a partaker of the glory which shall be revealed, man. That's King David. That's King David, man. Go ahead.
That was it.
That was it. Go ahead, brother. What you got? What you got? You got something? You got anything? Hey, we're here to get to some exciting times, brothers. Rejoice. You got something?
I got, this is Daniel 12, verse 1. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince which standeth for the children of thy people, and there shall be a time of trouble such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. And at that time thy people shall be delivered, everyone that shall be found written in the book.
Thy people shall be delivered, everyone that shall be found written in the book. So that's the time we're coming into, man. All right? A time of salvation, but a time of trouble. All right? Go ahead. But that was the point. That was basically the point, man. What you got, Rakah?
This is Amos 9 and 8. Behold, the eyes of the Lord God are upon the sinful kingdom, and I will destroy it from off the face of the earth, saving that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, saith
Right.
the Lord.
I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, saith the Lord, man. You know? So the eyes of the Lord are upon the sinful kingdom. He says he's going to destroy it from off the face of the earth. That's scary, man. That is very scary. Go ahead.
For lo, I will command and will sift the house of Israel.
But he said, I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob because it's going to be a remnant. You know? Who got something? You got something? You got something?
Yeah, it says, all the sinners of my people shall die by the sword, which say the evil shall not overtake nor prevent us.
Right. All the sinners of you niggas out there, man, y'all gonna fall by the sword. All right? We don't want to fall by the sword, man. We want to be delivered from that shit, man. Go ahead.
That was it on that.
That was it. You got something else? Somebody, what you got?
This is Exodus 32 and 8. It says, they have turned aside quickly out of the way which I commanded them. They have made them a molten calf, and have worshipped it, and I have sacrificed thereunto, and said, Be thy gods, O Israel, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt. And the Lord said unto Moses, I have seen this people, and behold, it is a stiff-necked people.
Yeah, because Jacob will always go off and serve false gods, man. Because they lack of faith. Go ahead.
It says, Now therefore let me alone, that my wrath may wax hot against them, and that I may consume them, and I will make thee of a great nation.
So the Lord was actually going to do away with Israel and start over with Moses. No, man. But the Lord had mercy on Jacob. Go ahead.
That was it on that.
That was it. What you got? You got something else?
Yes, this is Isaiah 14:1. It says, For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob, and will yet choose Israel.
Yeah, so the Lord always had mercy on Jacob, man. Go ahead.
And set them in their own land, and the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob.
And they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. Go ahead.
And the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord, for servants and handmaids, and they shall take them captives who captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors.
And they shall rule over their oppressors, man. This is the time that we're coming into. Go ahead.
And it shall come to pass in the day that the Lord shall give thee rest from thy sorrow, and from thy fear, and from the hard bondage wherein thou was made to serve.
Yeah, it's time for us to get a rest, man. We've been getting our ass whipped for thousands of years. Now is the time that we get a rest. Look around you, man. You think they need a rest? They having a jolly good time, man. We need a rest. It's time for us to sit back and relax, man. The heathen do it. Go ahead.
That was it on that.
Go ahead. Get some more on that. Go ahead.
It says, That thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon.
That was the point. That was the point. Matter of fact, no, it ain't. Go ahead. Keep reading.
How hath the oppressor seized, the golden city seized?
Woo! How has the oppressor ceased? How has the read out? You can read out over again. It's like it.
It says, That thou shalt take up his proverb against the king of Babylon, and say, How hath the oppressor seized, the golden city seized?
The golden city ceased. All right, Babylon has ceased. Babylon has fallen. Go ahead.
The Lord hath broken the staff of the wicked, and the sceptre of the rulers. He who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke, he that ruled the nations in anger, is persecuted, and none hindereth.
It's persecuted and none hindereth, man. That's the time we in. That's the time we live in, brothers. Go ahead.
The whole earth is at rest and is quiet. They break forth into singing.
Right. That's what's next. Okay. America's gonna be destroyed, and our earth is gonna be at peace again, man. You know. So that's what we look forward to, man. All right. So, you got anything else?
Yeah, I'm going to get the scripture. This is Isaiah 2:2. And it shall come to pass in the last days that the mountain of the Lord's house shall be established in the top of the mountains, and shall be exalted above the hills, and all nations shall flow unto it.
Right. All nations shall flow into it. Go ahead.
And many people shall go and say, Come ye, and let us go up to the mountain of the Lord, to the house of the God of Jacob, and he will teach us of his ways, and we will walk in his paths. For out of Zion shall go forth the law, and the word of the Lord from Jerusalem.
The word of the Lord from Jerusalem, man. So these heathens, they're all, eventually, after Esau is done away with, these heathens are going to keep our ways. And even when, even in a 1,000-year period, we going to beat them into keeping our laws, man. Go ahead.
And they shall